Hey! Jokes of consciousness.
We're back.
Yeah, we are. Technically, we never left this week, but we're going to fill you in on what happened.
Yeah. Episode 31 and a half.
Yes, and there's a reason. There's a very good reason why this is a half versus it's going to be a full episode, but our full original episode 31 is now lost at sea due to technical difficulties that was not on us, and we had been trying to get figured out. At some point maybe we might get the episode that we recorded for you all this last week fixed and sent out at a later time, which at that point you're going to be like, I mean, this isn't even relevant, this is a different week. But for the sake of, if you just like listening and continuing to be enlightened, you might want access to the episode anyway. So the reason Michaela and I were kind of like little odd coming on at the because we didn't know if it was going to happen again. We didn't know if we were going to glitch out right at the beginning of the countdown and we were just going to have this issue. So
I think we're good, right?
I think we are. This seems like the normal base we're going to record as normal, but just know that we were kind of pissed off and saddened that a whole episode for our enlightened ones to continue building your tree was lost.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
It was.
I was pretty excited for last week's, but oh well.
It is. But with that said, don't worry. Michaela and I are going to give you all bits and pieces of what that episode was. Just as past episode that we had, reverse pivot, that's what we're having to do. So, hey, when things happen, you feel your feels, you readjust, and you look at your options. So we'll give y'all a little bit of a taste of what we were talking about last week for episode 31, because we officially hit our 30s, in our 30s, not 30.
Yeah, we explained all that in the last episode.
Yep, we explained we explained this in full last episode. And so we're not a full 32, we're a 31 and a half. But let's just say we added to our seasoning now that we are in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So if we give a quick run through of what that episode was, bringing it in today, because everything is relevant. This was our warrior mindset episode.
Yeah, it really was a good one.
No, the longer you sit with it, you're like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And like Michaela and I, we just like, we're prepared on what we're going to talk about, but we don't know what we're going to talk about at the same time. So this comes natural. So we can't even anticipate how great the episode's going to be until it's over. And we're both just like, damn, that was a good episode.
I know. Like, I hope this one's as good as the last one, but like you said, we won't know until it's over.
Exactly. No, the only issue, it's not going to not be great content-wise. The only issue would be the technical issues that we have no control over. At the end of the day, we still remain the same, consistent.
Yeah,
so regardless, right. It's going to be a good episode. It's going to be what it's going to be, which is a great episode.
You're right. All right.
Yeah, that's right. So, reverse pivot, give y'all some bullet points of what the warrior mindset was. So, we had spoke about energy alignment, embracing the warrior mindset. So talking about when your mind, body, and spirit, when they sync up, everything else seems to sync up as well. So we had talked about movement, mental clarity, that impacting alignment. Michaela has her competition coming up. So when this episode does come out, she will already beast mode this past weekend. Yeah. And had gone in with the warrior's mindset, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been feeling it. I've been locked in for like 3 weeks now. Ready.
Whole 3 weeks. So
For
they
real
gonna
though.
get it. So they gonna get it. They gonna get these full 3 weeks of Michaela just marinating.
Yeah. I can't get too hyped because sometimes I get really excited for it, but like you gotta like I gotta hit that peak right before my tournament and not like days before, so I gotta level it out and chill. But like I'm
Yeah,
ready.
you're ready to go. You just gotta be on the edge, but not over. But
hmm
we're here. We're maintaining. Again, Michaela being in alignment for what she has coming up, which means so the warrior mindset, finding that balance of presence and stillness alongside action. Sounds about right of what you're doing. Would you agree with that?
hmm Yeah, yeah, I gotta find my calm.
And
Well,
also
I
being
mean,
present
yeah,
and action oriented.
yeah. I've been stretching, getting the body ready. I had so
Mm-hmm.
much pizza last week. I've been feeling stiff. So I've been like extra stretching and drinking water just to be intentional for that.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a ton of pizza last week. It's so sad how much pizza I had.
Pizza just be slapping
Uh,
sometimes, but all those carbs and cheese.
yeah. I mean, it's my favorite food, but it was just available. Like everywhere I went, somebody was making pizza or it was free pizza.
Can't pass it up.
Hmm. I mean, I guess I could.
Eh.
I could be helping myself out.
Who wants to do that though
Um,
when it's there?
yeah, and when it's free.
Who doesn't like free 99? Come on. But we're past the pizza week.
Hmm. Yeah, we're locked in now.
All right. Have veggies entered the chat or
No. I looked at salad last night and I just walked right past it.
dang. Not even an
No.
acknowledgement.
Not going to change it up too much if that's
I
how
feel
I do
you.
normally.
Do you like salads?
I mean, every once in a while. Like, I like a good salad, but I mean, I'm not going to choose to eat salad.
Same. That's definitely gonna be that's gonna be one of my sides. I can rock with a side salad, but I'm not.
Mm,
It's rare that I would just get like a meal's worth of a salad.
yeah.
That just seems kind of like a waste.
Yeah, even as a side, I'm like, I really don't want to eat just a little bowl of lettuce and carrots.
You gotta get it loaded up. You gotta have all the essentials. Get some hard boiled eggs in there, some tomatoes, cheese, little
Yeah, I
red
don't know.
onion.
I think this year I might grow lettuce and spinach in my garden, and when I do that, I might start eating a little more vegetables. But until then, I don't want to eat anybody else's salad. I'd rather eat my homegrown salad.
What do you have against others people's salad?
I don't know. You never know what if the vegetables are like. You never know what they spray on stuff.
That's true. You're
I don't.
not wrong
I
there.
don't trust grocery store food. I mean, I'll buy it and cook it, but I'd rather have it my like growing in my backyard.
Yeah. I feel you. They're spraying all kinds of stuff now. I'm all probably pesticided up.
Yeah, and sometimes they find like E. coli and stuff in lettuce.
hmm
Yeah, I used to get salads from McDonald's every once in a while until
That
they,
was okay. That was the issue.
but then they like put out a warning for finding like something wrong with the salad, so then I stopped going, and then that was kind of the stop to my salad eating.
Dang, that was the problem. That
McDonald's
that
salad.
sentence, I started, like, okay, now it makes sense.
But this was a long time. This was years ago.
Doesn't matter. It sticks with you. This is the kind of salad I'm thinking about. Basic side salad, but lit. Texas Roadhouse. Okay, here's the meal. Texas Roadhouse. Get semi full, multiple rolls with the cinnamon butter, right?
Mhm.
Delish. Then you're going to order the ribeye, if you can. Better. Personally, love a good ribeye cut. I love the fat, the marble in there. But you're going to order that with a side salad and a loaded baked potato. So so after you've gotten all carved up and buttered up on delicious rolls, now to not feel as guilty about this loaded potato and huge hunk of meat, pause, that you're about to eat, you gotta have some salad, balance it out a little bit. Now, I don't know what kind of ranch mix they got up at Texas Roadhouse, but I mess with a ranch. It's lit. Basic iceberg lettuce, basic, right? But we got a boiled egg in there, some red onion, some cheese, tomato, croutons.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a little
All
salt and
right.
pepper on it. Like we don't have to get too complicated out here, but we're not expecting much either.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to give me that same bowl somewhere, that side salad, and it only had dressing, cheese, and tomato, it's a problem. Like that is just I don't know. You could just keep that in the back, feed it to some rabbits or something. We don't need that. Right? So then after you've gone through and had this amazing basic side salad experience, then that warm, hot ribeye steak with the loaded baked potato is there for you to fully enjoy.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You got the process down.
All about the process. So you're gonna go Texas Roadhouse next time and be like, I already know I'm gonna get.
Order the Deja.
Order the Deja special. Wash it down in a nice cup of cold water. Mm.
Yeah. Their water is pretty good after eating that whole meal.
I love me cold water. I love cold water.
Like
Yeah.
ice in the water.
Oh, yeah. Hit me with the coldest. I don't really understand, which I get, but I still don't, right? Contradictory right there. How people they have a preference of room temperature water versus cold. I'm like, like I have a friend that requests room temperature water. I'm like, strange. And I also
Yeah.
understand that's normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's strange to request that, but I'd rather drink like room temperature water than ice cold water. Like just normally, like my water bottle's not cold.
That's true. But man, when it is though, dang, it's like I can't stop drinking it. Like I'm gonna get my daily intake of water just from water being cold. Cause once I start going, I'm chugging till it's done.
Dang. I like chugging warm water or
Hmm. Mm-mm.
like room temperature water.
Nah. I get it though. I think it feels better on the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hey,
Yeah, that's all right.
different strokes for different folks. That's fine. But we'll circle back around. The whole point is getting your body in line, folks. Okay? Eat your veggies, good veggies, nutrition, do your stretching, mind, body, and soul in alignment so you can put in effort and surrender when needed to enter that flow state to truly be in the warrior's mindset.
Yeah. I'll get on the veggies after this weekend.
Yeah. I only have like a select few, like a handful of veggies I mess with. But like we can do a lot with the ones that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Onions, peppers, all day. You can throw that in something all day.
Yeah.
You know, different types of onions, throw that in something again, like all day. I do like me some broccoli. I'm not about to eat raw broccoli. What the hell? No. But like I put that in some stir fry or like some sausage and veggies, you know?
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be planting everything in my garden.
Everything. And then you're just gonna be like, what do I want to make today? And then you're just gonna walk out to your garden and be like, 10 minutes, you're gonna have a whole ass meal.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. Everything better be thriving in a couple months.
It will. It already is. Manifest.
Yep.
You can see it right now. You can see it right now. If you're envisioning your garden, you can see the whole finished product.
Yeah. Yeah, last year when I started, I really didn't have anything in there. And then Heidi gave me 4 little tomato plants. And well, I previously planted 2 tomato plants, but a bunny chopped them down.
Dang.
so that kind of so that kind of threw me off, but then Heidi gave me some plants and she gave me a bar of soap to put in my garden, and that kept the bunnies away.
A bar of soap.
Yeah, the Irish spring soap. It keeps bunny rabbits away. They don't like the smell. So,
Dang.
but
This has to be specifically Irish Spring.
that's what Heidi told me.
Interesting.
But it was funny though, because my garden was just dirt, the bar of soap, and then 4 little tomato plants.
Hey, it grew though.
Yeah, yeah, they grew huge.
Dang, Irish. Now that's a marketing right there. You want to, hey, our bar of soap's the stuff that's going to keep your garden safe, right? Is Dove out here doing that? Can they say the same? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. We could try it out.
Yeah.
Different soaps, see what works.
I'm just saying, like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
because they don't want you to know. They want you to buy that pesticide shit.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing's fresh unless you grow it yourself.
At all. But then they're trying to make sure you don't have access to growing certain things. Because they could trademark or what is it? Is it? Corn? I mean, they own their seeds.
Yeah, that's what they do with corn, I think, for farmers. So farmers don't technically own the seeds, which I don't understand that.
Greed. Said Wu-Tang. Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Always about money.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Our pod isn't about money.
That part. Accurate. It's just for the enlightened ones. It's for the people. At some point, though, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, but knowing us, like, we're not going to make it about money.
No, because we never have. It's the foundation. We just like to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate, again, old OG enlightened ones, new enlightened ones, coming up to us, letting us know every once in a while. Enlightened ones, we didn't even know who are enlightened ones, letting us know that you give us listens. And so thanks. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome to find an enlightened one out in the wild.
It is. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, what? You listen?
Yeah, it's like finding a Pokemon.
Yeah. Did you play Pokemon Go when it was
I did.
That one summer?
And then I was like, okay, I need to get out of this. This is ridiculous.
Same.
Out here driving everywhere so you can go. Ridiculous.
That was a fun summer. I remember going out, walking downtown in the park.
I mean, it was.
Everybody was just staring at their phones looking for Pokemon.
I was like, bet they're playing.
It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, got people out.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. Everybody was doing the same thing, just catching Pokemon. There was a dude driving around playing the Pokemon theme song.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like has me thinking, I know I need to like verify this, but it has me like, so I'm not a huge Nintendo fan, but when I say that and I think about that, I'm like, I am a Nintendo fan though, when I think about it, because like, I mean, like core games, because I've always thought N64, my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Super Nintendo, my jam. So I really didn't forgot what it was before the Switch. What was the
Wii?
The Wii was all right, but wasn't there one in between there? Or maybe it was the Switch, but you couldn't like play all the Nintendo games. I don't know. But I just found out because Emily has one. I was like, dang, we need to like get this so we can hook it up to a TV, a Nintendo Switch. And I have these specific N64 games that I love to play just on N64. Pokemon Be in one, a Pokemon Snap, not Stadium, Snap. Did you ever play that one?
Mm-mm.
Just going around taking pictures of Pokemon, and then, but it wasn't just like taking pictures. You had to take pictures a certain way, or to like get access to the Pokemon in that level that were hidden.
All right.
And then you would get like points for the quality of picture and angle of picture of the Pokemon. Great game. Personally, loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
was thinking
played
about, yeah, what did you
I
play?
I played the Super Mario, or the one where you could jump through paintings and go to different worlds.
I bet you would like that one.
I don't remember what
Huh.
it's called,
Well,
but
what? I know what you're talking about. Dang, what was it? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there was like multiple different
yeah, that one was
worlds, but
awesome.
like, yeah, that was lit. What else was like? I only played one level, but to me it was worth it because I could play it all the time. Turok 2, level 1, my jam. You know, basically just like a alien dinosaur slayer.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of like thing. Racing game Rush. That was fun.
I didn't
Uh
play it.
dang.
Yeah, I didn't
Trying to
play most of these games.
James Bond 007 staple. So it's like I'm like, should I was like, because you can, it's hard to find some places. Should I get it old N64 or should I just get the Switch and
Yeah.
have access to all? I was like, do you really have access to all these games?
Do you? Did you find that
I
out?
don't know. I need
Mm.
to, yeah, I think, I don't know. It says, but I'm like, but what games are is it truly all access or is it limited?
Mhm. Yeah, a Switch would be cool.
Yeah. I like my PS5 too. Robin, we gotta get to murdering sometime soon. I just found out that Robin games.
Mhm. Yeah, have you guys been playing?
Not yet, but we're going to. She had to download, like, takes like a day when you have Call of
Mhm.
Duty because there's like a new day download every week or something. It feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. I want to get
Yeah.
on. I want to play. I want a
Yeah,
game.
that would be so fun. Oh, yeah. Kill the
I'm
Queen.
I'm so
Look, me.
bad.
You can get better. I'm telling you, I was that person that would be the reason teams lost.
Mhm.
But now these days, I'm top. I'm top.
Really? All right.
You know, I'm out here.
I know.
I'll be out here.
Yeah, I'd be in the back, be like, "Save me! Somebody, please rescue me! I'm dying."
Posted up in the corner. Gotta go revive Michaela every 45 seconds.
Mhm.
That's okay. Then you just start getting better.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just slow. I used to be good back in the day. I used to play Call of Duty. I'd play zombies all the time. I just haven't
Nice.
done that since high school, so it's been a while.
Muscle memory. I think it will. You just get to playing again, and then stuff's gonna like you'd be like, "Oh, I saw that in a corner. Bam, got
Mhm.
him." Just reaction.
Locking in.
Yep, exactly. So play your games out here, everybody.
Eat your salad.
Eat your salad and play your video games.
The warrior's mindset.
Honestly, yeah, yeah. So that was episode 31, you all. As we enter episode 31 and a half, that was our recap of the Warriors mindset. So getting into this week ish, how has your week been overall, Michaela?
Yeah, it's been good. I don't think anything news really happened. I didn't talk about, well, on 31, I talked about state. So state happened,
Yep.
and we had the wrestlers banquet yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all
Okay.
that's been going on.
Yeah. Ooh, I remembered because we were like last time we forgot to talk about it, And then it was funny because we always got to give our number one Nikki a shout out, because she said, she was like, when we were talking about dirty moves, you know, and she said something, did we give her a shout out? It was going to be on this last episode about it. And I was like, I don't remember, but I don't think we did. But I think we were going to mention, because after the dirty episode, Nikki doubled down on her questionably dirty moves.
How many did she hit on you last week?
I think she started off, it was almost like she was spamming me for a hot second.
Same. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's almost, I think she like started off like trying to step on my shin. And she's like, "This isn't dirty," and I was like, "Nikki." I was like, number one thing, I was like, I keep saying intent. I was like, I'm not saying it's not. You're not dirty. I was like, intent. I was like, you're not trying to maliciously like break my shin, and you know, questionable technique.
Yeah, she got me too. Stepped on my foot. Stepped on my foot first thing. And then she shinned down on my half guard. I was like, yeah, this is intentional.
We love you, Nikki. We know you can't help it.
She's going to hit us again after listening to this.
Yep, she's going to be like, all right, cycle 2. Okay, what else?
Yeah, it's all right.
That's fine. Yeah, so I guess it's been a little, it wasn't as aggro as the week before this week.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've been chill. I haven't been feeling too aggro lately.
That's good. Have you felt like this week has been a little less busy with wrestling being done now for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got way more time just hanging out at home. Being able to relax in between things. Yeah. And kind of do stuff for myself, like lift and just kind of stretch and chill. As I was busy. I was just doing stuff back to back to back.
You were.
So this is nice. But it's also different because I'm like, oh, I miss the high schoolers. You know? Yeah. It'll be a change, but I'll be good. I'll get back to my own routine. Start lifting again because I've really haven't been consistent lifting. So I'll get back to that and focus on Jiu Jitsu. The usual.
The huge back in motion.
Now, have you been feeling? Have you been aggro this week?
Not aggro, just wound up. Not wound up like aggro. It's just, again, like things are just busy for me. Crunch time with a lot of stuff. Got my hand in a lot of different bags at the moment. So just trying to keep that contained and being in my crunch time and rolling, but body's feeling all right. The change up in the weather was a little bit noticeable in the body this week, but we're all right. We're here. We're not, not complaining.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so
nice.
Not terrible. Yeah. So that is our week entering. As we get closer to official spring, maybe we are officially done, hopefully, with no more wild snow, freeze, whatever.
Yeah, that snowstorm was crazy. There was, what was it, like 68 mile per hour winds in Topeka?
Yeah.
That's wild.
So we're good on that now. So we can just keep it moving.
I hope we have a good like thunderstorm season this spring.
I do like thunderstorms.
Yeah, same. I like some crazy lightning, some nice rain.
Give me a big old boom. That's my jam.
Just the big old booms.
Big old boom. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. That scares my dog. Yeah. Roxy freaks out.
Oh, poor
She
Roxy.
starts shaking and hides in the
Oh
closet.
no. Dang. Get her like a little thunder coat for like a double
Mm,
XL, you know,
yeah,
like a big old hug.
it's not a bad idea. Like a weighted blanket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zoe's just kind of like, she doesn't mind thunderstorms, but don't let there be like a faint pop, like when they start doing track and field here shortly at
Mm.
the high school. She doesn't like that.
Oh,
Doesn't like that one.
yeah. Hey, I don't like those either.
Yeah.
I never liked those starting guns.
I was like, we could do something else, but apparently not.
Yeah, you could just say go. You don't gotta shoot a gun.
No, we need to shoot our guns. Go.
You know what I mean? Like ready, get set.
I mean, technically, they do say ready, set sometimes, and then it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bam. Because it's probably like people's, I don't know, their hearing of like go. By the time I heard the oh, now I'm going, but then somebody already went on the go.
Yeah, they need something snappy, I guess.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know.
I just never liked it. The
I hear you.
anticipation sucks. Like just
I
waiting.
know. And then if you false start, it's over. No, it's
Yeah.
over. Just walk off.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was always so afraid of getting a false start. Never got
Mm-hmm.
one, but yeah, the anticipation's like, ah.
And then yeah, if they don't give you a warning and they're just like, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I remember like in big meets, and people would false start and then just walk away crying.
Dang, tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's like when wrestlers miss weight, they start crying.
Yeah, dang. I mean, that's devastating because you don't even get to try.
Mm-hmm. And they'll be so close too.
Yeah,
That
like
sucks.
dang. At least with throwing, it's like scratches are super annoying, especially if you have like a really good one and you like graze the top. Like you're just like, really? I'm in the ring, but like my big toe grazed like the top. That's
Mm.
right considered a scratch. Or let's say if you're at the back of the ring getting ready to start so you could go, if you accidentally like raise over the lip as you're getting ready to turn, scratch.
Like you're stepping over it.
Like you're not even
What do you
stepping over. It's
mean?
just like natural rotation of like your toes being like at the edge of the ring at the very back. So when you go to turn, like your heels just come up, right?
Mm.
So like not just like if you go, if this is the top of the ring, not just if your foot like goes over it, but if it like comes up top,
Mm.
right? If you're like here and it like comes up top,
Yeah, I got you.
scratch.
That's annoying.
Yeah, but at least you still get to like throw it, you know, if you want, or you know, or you threw it and then you scratch. At least you still got to technically compete. It's not just like just walk off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Still sucks though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I remember getting scratches for jumping, long jumping,
Yeah,
but I didn't care about I didn't really care about that.
whatever. I still got the
Yeah.
mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, beach jump anyway. Yeah, wild. I do have some scratches. They still haunt me to this day. But
Really?
yeah, it's out there. They weren't scratches, and they were personal records. You
Oh,
know,
oh,
by
that sucks.
by a significant amount. But it's all good here at KU. But whatever,
Mm.
won't hold them against them. You know, the
Yeah.
KU relays.
Yeah, that really does suck because if your toe comes over whatever, that's barely anything. But if you gain like a couple feet in your throw, that's huge.
Yeah,
So just like
yeah.
half an inch screws you over.
Literally like a toe,
Dang.
and you don't even use it. It's just to finish it. You're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's annoying. I hate little petty rules like that.
Hella petty.
Like football changes their rules all the time. We should change up some of the track and field rules.
You're right. Absolutely right. Yeah. Football stays like trying. That's why American football versus like football in Europe and everywhere else around the world, wildly different. I remember my friend who's a huge football fan because he's from Saudi Arabia. And he said this to me when I was like, damn, that was a good read. And you're right. We were talking about instant replay. Now, I don't know. Now, I'm not saying this is not a debate on who flops the worst, like NBA players or football players. However, my friend was like, see, that's the problem with American sports. Y'all have instant replay on literally everything, and you ruin the beauty of the game. Like, you just go. Because I think, like, in soccer/football, I don't think they have instant replay. But I'm totally, I don't know. I'm just judging this based off a conversation I had like 15 years ago. But I'm just saying, at that time, I found that to be, I was like, right, because us Americans, we stay needing to question the rules and be like, that slow this down to the lowest speed and see, you could see that my toe was in.
And even then, like, sometimes they're not even right.
Absolutely.
They'll slow it down and you can still see, like, the ball touch the ground. But no, it's a catch.
Facts. So, I don't know. But I'm never not going to be, against instant replay in situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in fighting. It's nice to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, was it a foul or was it not?
Or some gnarly hits.
Yeah.
See those again.
Oh, definitely. We need at least 3 replays for
yeah, again and again, so we can be like, oh, every time.
The ones that get me is like probably the nastiest one. If I can find, I think it's on my phone. So I was looking for those baby videos the other day. I think I came across it. I need to send you that disgusting photo/video of like when people's cauliflower ear gets exploded.
Ew. I don't want to see that.
Oh my gosh, that was the worst one I've ever seen in my life. It was like, it literally looked like his ear was about to literally rip off.
Ew, from what? A punch or a kick?
It was like a punch, and then it was already it was like a bad cauliflower ear anyway. So then when that happens and then like it explodes and then it's just like detaches, so you're just seeing like this cartilage and like, ew, just hanging off, like just dangling off. I'm like, one more kick or punch to that ear, it's gonna be gone.
All right, I'll send it to me.
I will.
I'll probably only watch it one time.
It might be, yeah. Might just have the photo. I'm gonna send it to you regardless, and you're not. It's gonna be so nasty. You're not gonna not be able to stop looking at it.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had cauliflower ear?
Yeah, but not like bad. Mm-hmm. Like I still like I had like a little bit hard here, but I had to drain it. That was the one time Sensei got me on a break. Which is surprising because like me constantly being in guard and like getting my head wrapped up and stuff, you would think that like I would have more. Some people are just more prone to it than others. But also, like I said, like the one time it did happen to where it did actually like swell up and I had to do something about it versus just like wait. I got it back and it's just kind of hard at the tip, but nothing bad like some people out there.
Yeah, that's good.
Have you had it before?
No. Yeah, I don't think so. I think like one time my ear was a little sore, but that was it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, my ears used to get like really sore, but then like, yeah, they'd be like this one, I was just like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, I was like, that's swollen. Then you could like feel how full it was. Mm-hmm. The weirdest thing was me trying to find a needle.
Oh yeah.
To drain it, and people looking at me crazy because I had to specify. I'm like, it's for jiu-jitsu. Like I had to point to my ear so they didn't think I was out here like some addict shopping for needles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, random. Speaking of that, because this blew my mind the other day. Emily and I were sitting there. I was talking to my friend Dan about this too. A couple of weeks ago, we're sitting there, and I'm just like, this is terrible. We talked about this a while ago about like Ozempic and like them
Mm-hmm.
normalizing all this stuff. It used to be if you saw any form of a needle, it was not in like a commercial setting. And if we're even an insulin needle, we're not showing the needle, or if there was a needle shown, it was blurred out of some sort or whatever. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
even when we're talking about like insulin or getting your blood drawn, for whatever, for medical purposes to donate on commercials, they never showed the act of the needle, let alone the actual needle going into skin. This was never happening. I kid you not. Now you're seeing commercials of, they have, I don't even know how many brands of like different Ozempics they have now,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's troubling. Now they're advertising it as a weight loss supplement versus a health thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing people shoot up with the needle. Needle to,
Yeah.
to skin. That's the craziest shit I've seen.
Yeah, I'm getting a whole bunch of ads on Reddit of a picture of a dude with, yeah, the needle thing and then like sticking it to his belly.
Yeah.
I
I'm
see
just
that
like,
all the
wow.
time. They're
And then when
pushing it hard.
real hard. And just imagine like kids watching that, like when we used to see like people climbing ropes and running like that fitness idea of fitness and movement, see, it was normalized to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know how normal, like, and then when we saw needles on TV, we like visibly somewhat, even if you like needles versus people that hate needles, everybody somewhat got somewhat uncomfortable with the idea of seeing a needle.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're just have this on TV like it's an advertisement for Skittles, and you got these kids saying, you got these kids seeing this like, oh right, like not only am I seeing the needle, but I'm seeing the needle go into skin. So they don't look like it hurts. It doesn't look like it hurts. So I want to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Mark my words.
Oh,
A
yeah.
decade from now, these kids nowadays, we're not gonna see no fitness class in sight. They're just gonna be out here shooting up to lose weight. All of them.
Yeah. Now they're pushing it like they pushed opioids and like they pushed Adderall. That's just what's happening. That's what they're making money off of now.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like, we're not going to talk about, like, hey, we should stop eating processed food and chips and Skittles and whatever. But, I mean, keep eating it and just shoot yourself up with some Ozempic.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Sorry. We saw that a couple weeks ago, and my mouth was on. I was just like, this. What happened?
Yeah. It's wild. The propaganda is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're pushing it. Like, I get a shit ton of ads of Ozempic and the other off brands. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to gain weight.
Uh,
Stop sending
Stop
these
sending
things.
me this. I don't want to stay slim. Also, what they don't be telling you is how these people, they haven't been on this for years, so we don't even know the long-term effects. And a lot of people that I've heard that are on these kinds of things, they can't get off of them because when they get off of them, there's issues and they got to get back on it. So
Mm, yeah, that's not good.
terrible.
That's exactly what they want, though. Because then you got a customer for life.
you, you know who else likes doing that kind of like mode?
What?
Drug dealers
Mm,
want to give you the product and get you hooked so you keep coming back. We need our fiends. You know what I'm saying? I need you to build up a tolerance I need you to keep coming back, be a loyal customer. Look what I did for you. Didn't you see results? Didn't I make you feel good? What
yeah.
makes them different
No,
than
you're
the
right.
person on the streets collecting up customers? It's the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Red Bull's saying to me at work, too. Like, keep drinking me, you feel better.
One more sip. It'll be better if you just go sugar free, but I'm still here.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, like, once you see it and recognize, like, what they're pushing on us. I don't know. It's easier to separate yourself from that.
Some people.
Yeah, you're right. Some people they're still getting a lot of people because they keep pushing it.
Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, it gets closer and closer to home. So now your bestie has done it, and they're like, hey yo, it's not that bad. I did it, and you're like, well, I trust them, and like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they are prescribing this shit for people that's like, I just need to lose a little weight for my wedding, like 10 pounds, and I'm like, you can't stop eating sugar for 2 weeks. You'll lose 5 automatically if you literally just cut pop or soda out of your world.
Yeah, yeah, and
But no,
walk for
you'd
20
rather
minutes.
shoot up. You'd rather. At this point, I don't understand why we don't have a whole bunch of heroin addicts out here, because I'm like, as easy as it is for y'all to be shooting up, everybody should be out here. Roll up the sleeves and let's get it.
Yeah, that's wild. And people like I've seen there's people from my job that are now slim, like slim, and it's like
And they don't want to talk about how they did it.
like you're definitely on it. There's no way.
What's your workout routine? Shot in the morning, shot at night.
Dang.
And hey, don't get it twisted, enlightened ones, everybody out there. Like, okay, yeah, there's some judgment, valid judgment going on right here. While I'm going to continue to say, if it is a legit medical situation and you've consulted with your doctor about those said things and you've tried other options, you know what your options are, I'm all for it. Like, do what you got to do. What I'm not here for is this easy out and normalization of not, but we go back to tolerance, people struggling to do hard stuff. That's literally where it starts. Like, I have no self-control, so I need to shoot myself up.
There's this one girl on the wrestling team who she's really small. I think she wrestles at 110, but she told me she used to weigh 150. I'm like, no way. That's how much I
Whoa.
weigh. Like, no way you used to weigh 150. And she's like, I used to be fat. and,
What?
and she
No.
and she says she got bullied one day, so she went home and she just started running. And that's what she did to slim down. Like, she showed me a video. She actually used to be chubby and she just started running from being bullied, and she just kept running,
I mean,
and now she's like 110.
hey,
Crazy.
if that's
Yeah.
the weight she's supposed to be at for her frame,
Oh
and
yeah.
she
No.
did it in a healthy way, all right.
Yeah, definitely. But like
Yeah.
that's discipline. Like that's what you need to overcome stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the easy way.
I want to eat these 3 large pizzas and be guilt free about it. So I'm going to shoot up. Just like I said, what makes that different than y'all going around the corner and getting on some rocks? That's not different. It's the same thing. Okay, here's another thing that this reminded me of. Like, okay, think about this concept of still just like how insanely wild this is to normalize this and stuff, right for kids instead of building tolerance. When I worked at Hastings, RIP Hastings Entertainment back out here with the video rental days, used to be my jam. I remember like stalking, checking in movies, as they'd come in, and like, as I'm stalking these movies and stuff, I noticed that the Sesame Street series volumes had parental advisory stickers on them, and I was like, Sesame Street? Why does Sesame Street have parental advisory? It like threw me. I didn't know. So I
Mm-hmm.
asked one of my coworkers, and they gave me. They were like, because Oscar, who I think it was Oscar, who's the trash can
Mm-hmm. The
fellow.
Grouch.
Yeah, Oscar because he was in a trash can and it depicted a certain image. It was like a parental advisory sticker needed to be slapped on it. I was like, so we can't show puppets in a trash can, but we can show people shooting up
Oh, that's wild.
on TV. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I know when you be saying, like, when you think about it, you like say this stuff out loud, you're like, no, that's ridiculous. This is crazy.
Mhm. Yeah. But I mean, but normal people are in charge. It's the people that want money and the people that are pushing propaganda. That's all.
Mhm.
Like everything's advertisements nowadays.
Everything. You can bet on everything now. Just give
Yeah.
us your money. It's everything.
Your money or your attention.
What is yours? What do you have that you own and that you do? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no. Stay wise out here, people. You're just watching the stuff, and sometimes, right, you're just watching it. I probably had seen that commercial before and maybe wasn't even paying attention to it. Or maybe it was like a quick shift, and I was like, the first time I saw it threw me off. But who,
Mhm.
right? There's feeding information and stuff. And so who knows what I actually saw versus didn't see?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like you'll get ads on TV, like on Netflix or whatever, and then you'll get ads on your phone on through different social media. You'll get emails. I got an ad on something the other day. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was on Netflix, but something just popped up. Might have been. I don't know if it was my email. It was something
Hmm.
random, but I got a random ad that I've never gotten an ad. I wish I could remember what it was, but yeah, they're just feeding us stuff.
Hmm. So be careful out here, everybody. And especially the kids. Because
Mhm.
they're just locked on their phone all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if like I'm curious to what kids what their what ads they get. You know, like I wonder if they're pushing that stuff super hard on kids too, like they're doing adults because we see it all the time.
Right.
But I wonder if they're like going after 15 to 18-year-olds and being like, "Hey, we're going to push Ozempic on all you guys."
I wouldn't be surprised if they were.
Mhm.
Right?
Uh,
Because they're like, hey, this is going to be our long term plan to get rid of physical education in schools because
mhm.
these kids are going to be all shot up. No
Damn.
physical education classes, no music classes. You just need to be sitting in these chairs, taking these tests, running these numbers, and going out into the world.
This is how we all become aliens. This is how we transition because we're all getting skinny. Our bodies are going to be useless. Our heads are going to be
Well,
getting bigger.
dang. Well, that's why they need us to be healthy, right? So they can continue the slave labor of being a robot.
Mhm.
They don't need, okay, damn. Ooh, dark. Thinking about this, right? In the first Matrix, or Matrix in general, well, in the prefaces, they were harvesting humans for energy. We were
Mhm.
literal flesh batteries, people. So, right, they don't, the more that we can be, they can get us disconnected from our sense of self and our internal and our authenticity and just be elsewhere, disconnected on my attentions elsewhere. I don't know what's going on, what's real, not even myself. What do I like? That means, okay, well, we don't need you to be unhealthy. You know, we need you to be healthy. If y'all aren't having the babies that we want you to have, we need the people who are the batteries now to continue living as long as they can so they can be harvesting this energy, but not actually being connected to the world. We just need y'all to be in the background.
Mhm. Yeah. They want us just to keep working, keep making the money.
Yeah, because eventually then AI is going to take over your jobs, and then they're going to be like, okay, AI takes your jobs, and we don't need you to have your own income. So if they take your jobs, we're going to have to give you universal income. We don't want you out here doing leisure because what you need to work out for, you're skinny. We fix your health. You know, you don't need to go out or anything. What, you don't need to go to the grocery stores anymore. We got DoorDash for you. You can order everything. You don't need to go
Mhm.
see other people because you can have a bestie on your phone. You
Your
know what? You don't
AI
need,
bestie.
telling you, I see it all right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, our world's so crazy and it sucks because I just want to do jujitsu and live a normal life.
Hey, that just means you got to, if you enlightened ones, listen to this. You have to stay tapped into nature and yourself. Go touch some grass.
Mm-hmm.
Know what's not real. Talk to your friends. Have dialogues about these things so you can assess, am I seeing this in a, in some way? Get different perspectives. Don't just be talking to people on the phone. Go embrace their energy.
Yeah, or on Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop
Exactly.
arguing on Facebook.
Yeah. Get out of people's comments. Dang. And stop sharing memes like news.
Yeah, I miss probably it was probably like 10 years ago when Twitter used to just be memes and funny stuff. That's all my algorithm was just funny stuff and memes. And then it started getting political, and then I just was like, I'm not going to use Twitter anymore. It's not fun. But that's how everything is now. Everything.
Nothing safe.
No, I just want to see some funny memes.
That's it. Honestly. Hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah. Go touch some grass, people. Stay connected. Don't get don't succumb to lowering your frequency out here.
Yeah. Plant a garden.
Yes. Absolutely. So, you're welcome, enlightened ones, because we just dropped some life nuggets for you right there.
Yeah, we did. Like, we will go off on Ozempic.
Trigger. Real talk though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go for a brisk walk. Shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Walking's so good for you.
It's boring, but it
Not, not.
beats shooting up.
It's not boring if you're a thinker and you like the outdoors.
That's true.
I do a lot of
That's
thinking
true.
on my walks.
Okay, your walks are productive. I'll be walking. I hit a point where I'm just like, I'm just walking now. Like, what? I need a point. That's what I need. I need a point.
Yeah, I got you. I usually just loop around the block with my dog.
Mm-hmm. And see,
But
that's good.
yeah,
Yeah, so we do our little thing. That's cool. But if I'm just like going out, I'm gonna go for a walk. I like I'm not like a leisure kind of walk kind of person.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't think I'd walk by myself either. Like, I need my dog with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy just being by myself. But I talk to myself when I walk my dog, so I don't know. I don't know.
It's just the extra energy you like having.
Yeah, my neighbors might think I'm crazy because I'm just like talking while walking my dog.
Good means you won't bother me if you think I'm a little
Exactly.
wild. Mm-hmm.
That's what I like.
Yeah, keep that energy. Yeah. All right. Shifting gears, y'all. We went off. Okay, going off. So we have our topic in our Zen today for 31 and a half. Our topic today is going to be like, what we're talking about, balancing the anxiety of what you know versus what you think. And our Zen talk, the battle between thoughts and knowledge. How do we go about that? What does it look like? So before we get to that, let's get into our content with some updated martial arts, MMA, UFC news. So we just had UFC Fight Pass this past time. UFC Fight Pass Invitational 10. Did you get to watch any of these
Yeah.
matches?
Yeah, I watched the girl fights and then I watched the last guy fight.
Victor Hugo and Nikki Rod.
Yeah, I watched Nikki Rod lose and then
I like how you said that. Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Well, to give a quick rundown, because I just saw a couple highlights, but I'll let Michaela get more into that. So we had the UFC Fight Pass Invitational 10. I'm not going to read all of them, but some noticeable matches. We had Helena Craver, who submitted Maggie Grandate Lira with a calf slicer. In regulation, Cassia Mora defeats Sarah Galvao in overtime by points. And then we had Brianna St. Marie. She submits Elizabeth Clay by Von Fluchoke in regulation. And then in the top, we had Renato Canuto defeating Oliver Taza by points in overtime. And Victor Hugo submitted Nikki Rod with a rear naked choke in overtime. So you said you caught some of the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, you saw the calf slicer.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was nasty work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Getting the calf slicer and then going for the rear naked at the same time.
That's just disrespectful, honestly. Like, where are you gonna go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I mean that just speaks to, right, just having so many tools, so you see so many different things. It's like, well, this is here. I can also do this. I'm gonna make you pick between which one you want, or
Yeah.
like you don't have a choice. And option 3 is not your option. These are your 2 options of what you want to tap to or what you want to move into.
Yeah, that's wild. Getting 2 subs in one. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and you could see, because I didn't see it at first, like when you said it, but then when I saw, I don't know if she, who knows? I don't know if she had that in mind when she originally did. She put the shin behind
Mm-hmm.
um her calf, because it looked like they were getting ready to go on a scramble, and it almost looked like she was using that more as like a staple to kind of alter her movement when they were getting ready to get up. But then she didn't necessarily like take the back yet, but because that she had that staple, now she kind of figure forward behind her own leg, which gave her that setup, which then puts a lot of pressure on that calf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't think that was intentional setting that up?
I could say I don't think it was, but if that's something that she does, I mean, that could have been just an entry
Mm-hmm.
and she already knew it was going to be there. To me, just watching it objectively, I'm like, I could see the concept. Just like when you grab an arm or you block an arm, I don't know if I'm initially thinking, oh, I'm going to set this up for said thing. I'm just aware that this is the position I want to be in for what, and now I'm in this position. What are the options?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know if that's her game, if she hits that a lot or what.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just thought it was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And it was in regulation, right? So like, did you get to see, like, did Baggy was it competitive at all, or
I don't remember.
that's
I
fair.
think it was in the first minute or the first it was the first
Mm.
it was real quick. It was real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they
Dang.
got tangled up and she immediately got that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd suck to be your opponent
Yeah,
and get
for
subbed
real.
that quickly. And it looked painful too. Like on that torque on the knee looked
It
pretty
did.
rough.
Mm-hmm. Because it was kind of like twisted a little bit, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looked like she was in pain.
She didn't want to tap. But it was like, you tap to that, there's gonna be a lot of damage, or you can get choked and go to sleep. Like
Mm-hmm.
so.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Did you see the other ones?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember them that well.
Yeah.
I just watch things and I don't know if I see something cool, I'll remember it. But
Yeah.
usually, like I can't. I'm not good at memorizing matches,
Nah, I hear you.
which is wild. Carl remembers every single detail to almost every match. Like he will describe a whole like wrestling matches from years ago. I'm like I don't know how you do it.
I mean, some people, they really just kind of, because they can just like visual. I mean, my dad's like that with multiple sports. Like he'll be like, yeah, like 1996 when he did that. And I'm just like, how do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wild. I feel like I just remember concepts of things. I don't remember step by step.
Yeah. Um. No, I don't either. I was trying to pull up some other, and that's St. Maurice Craver. Um, yeah, so UFC.com, they they broke down just a quick summary of some of the post-match interviews in regard to the matches. And um so with Brianna St. Marie, who submitted Elizabeth Clay by Von Fluchoke, UFC.com news on UFC Fight Pass writes that Clay went about her usual work of attacking her opponent's legs, but St. Marie countered by trying to take Clay's back. St. Marie locked in what at first looked like a head and arm choke, but then she made a small adjustment in order to capture a quick tap from Clay off an elusive Von Flu choke, delivering the Canadian the submission win inside regulation period. If I go down to Helena, she, although just 18, the brown belt showed her experience on the FPI stage against Maggie Gradati Lira early. Craver pulled Gradati into her guard. From there, she found her way to the back and attacked with a calf slicer. As the black belt, who was Maggie, defended, Craver also threatened with a rear naked choke, eventually getting the tap from the calf slicer, not the choke. Like, how do you determine that? Like, how demoralizing. Like, after the match, they'd be like, hey, what'd you tap to so we can get the official?
Yeah, I don't think she had the rear naked like synced up. I think you could tell that the calf slicer was painful.
Yeah.
You could tell, like the rear naked was there, but you could tell it was the calf slicer.
Mm-hmm. Wild.
That is wild.
Yeah. Well, I have to check out some replays. Look like some good matches overall.
Yeah, I need to rewatch them.
Mm-hmm.
I get a better take on them. When I watch
Yeah.
things at nighttime, I don't really remember a whole lot.
No, I hear you on that. You're just kind of watching, but not not really
Mm-hmm.
comprehending.
Yeah, not absorbing anything.
Um. All right. Well, not we're moving past, since we already talked about this weekend. This will be out after this weekend will come out. We have some UFC events coming through. It looks like we're gonna have four. There's gonna be 4 fight nights that are going to occur in between um UFC 13 and UFC 14.
Dang.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see if there's any women who are headlining any of the four fight nights. Nope. So if we go to UFC 13, that will be the next pay-per-view event, which will be Saturday, April 12th, and the headliner will be Alexander Volkanovski fighting Diego Lopez, which I think is for the featherweight title because Ilya vacated to move up to lightweight. Then we have Michael Chandler, co-main event, fighting Patty. And then we have Yair Rodriguez and Patricio Pitbull, Jeff Neal, Carlos Pratas, Nikita Krylov against Dominique Reyes. And then it looks like are they the main? They might be on maybe they're the main or first card. They're either the first fight of the prelims or the first fight of the main event. But Jan, I think Zaunin, who had, I think her last fight was against Wei Li. Her last fight in last year, and she lost. But she's fighting Verna.
Nice, Verna.
Yep. Yeah. Looks like those are the only women on the UFC 314. So that's going to be the next pay-per-view. And then to put it on the radar, can't afford this. But did you know, let me click on this, that UFC Fight Night, Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree is going to be in Kansas City.
Nice. No, I didn't know that.
Yep. um, so that will be April 26th. Headliners Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. Co-main event, Ikram Alice Karov versus Andre Muniz. I mean, outside of that, there's a couple maybe names, but not really anybody noticeable. The two women bantamweight and strawweight fights that they have on here is Chelsea Chandler versus Jocelyn Edwards and Jacqueline Amorum versus Pollyanna Verana or Biana. So Kansas City tickets are a little pricey, but there are still tickets available if people are interested in that. So UFC coming back to Kansas City.
Yeah, that's cool. They're coming back. I'm looking at tickets just to see. Yeah, $90 for nosebleeds.
Honestly, that's not terrible. I thought they were going like a minimum of like 200 or something.
No, you can buy some for 90, but they're probably not good seats if they're 90, because there's some other seats in the nosebleeds that are 100 to 200. I don't know.
I mean, at that point, I'd rather just watch it at home.
Yeah, I know. If I go, I want to sit close. I don't want to sit far out.
No, because now I'm going to have to. One, I already don't want to be in that environment with the MMA fans. Love watching MMA. The fans, that's a whole different situation. Everybody out here.
Yeah, too much aggro in one room.
Yeah, they're trying to flex after every fight, or they're like, sit down, go fight some Cheetos. Like, we're not trying to do this.
Yeah, that'd be me. I'd be feeling it. I'd be feeling aggro being there, like ready to fight someone.
Let me just throw a combination. Michaela, chill out. It's true though.
Yeah. Somebody almost hit me last night in a roundabout. Hit my car. There's a big truck. Because the trucks don't like my car for some reason. I honked at him, and then he like looked at me, and I just laid on the horn. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You were ready.
Yeah. I was on my way to Jiu Jitsu. I was running late.
I want the smoke. Just get out. Get out your car right now.
Exactly.
I like the pettiness. I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna look at you. What? Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm here for it. Sometimes you just gotta pop out on people, let them know.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong.
That part. That part. So, you trying to get bout it, we can get bout it. Just no, I fully accept this situation. Do you?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day somebody like pulls over and gets out.
I mean, hey, I don't invite that because you never know what people got going on or what they're packing. People are crazy out here. But just know the times I get it, when I popped off or whatever, I fully accepted whatever was going to happen in those situations. It was like, here it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's kind of exciting because I'm like, all right, let's go. What do you got?
Dang.
I'm not in the wrong,
Yeah.
Like, you can't blame me for anything, but
dang. Pull up on Michaela, y'all. She's ready.
I am.
You want to test it out? Pull up on Michaela in these streets.
Yeah, but if I'm in the wrong, like, I get it. Like, like if somebody comes and yells at me, like, hey, I'm not, like, you're right.
Yeah. And well,
I need to fight, but
now I'm gonna need you to still come at me correctly, even if I'm in the wrong. I'm gonna need you to not come at me crazy because at this point, I'm gonna throw out. Yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, you're right. If somebody flipped me off early in the morning, I'd be mad too.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I hadn't even had my morning coffee yet. You just soured both of our mornings right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be rough. Yeah, don't catch me early in the morning without coffee.
Pre-fiend? Nah.
Yeah, like I'm not an angry person, but early in the morning without coffee, I'll be angry.
Honestly, your best bet is don't catch me pre or post caffeine. Cause pre-fiend, right? I'm pissed. All I just want a little hit. Post fiend, now I'm feeling it and I'm too awake and I'm ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
During, I'm enjoying my time. I'm grounding. I'm enjoying my nice beverage. I might be even willing to like let things I shouldn't slide.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. Like coffee time's my peace.
Exactly. So catch me at that time, not pre or post.
Yeah, I feel that. 100%. Get the coffee sweats going, be like, all right, I'm ready.
Exactly. Like I'm awake, I'm alert now. My muscles feel like they're warmed up and ready to go. So I want the smoke. You ready to bring the fire? Let's come on, let's get it.
Is it a getting old thing to where you have to drink coffee for your muscles to feel normal? Is that a part of
Maybe.
getting old?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's a rite of passage at this point.
uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Liquid flexibility. That's what we like. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of that, I think this might be a good segue when we're talking about, if I'm in the wrong, we're in the wrong. You can let me know. You don't have to dive into it. However, let's talk about this segue back to sports and criticism. So that was UFC stuff coming up. Look up some more stuff coming up. You want to go to that Kansas City event, do that. Might be fun. So last night, talking to Michaela, I was watching. So if y'all didn't see, LeBron James out here, King James and Stephen A. Smith of ESPN had a little viral moment. And basically, long story short, LeBron pulled up on Stephen A. Smith and basically was like, "Don't talk about my son." He didn't say it like that, but just for the sake of the drama, roll with it. In essence, that's pretty much what it was. And Stephen A addressed it on his show this morning and basically was like, that wasn't a basketball player that came to me, that was a parent. And mind you, they shouldn't be talking about Bronny anyway because he's not even top player. He's getting talked about because he's LeBron's son. And the stuff that they are talking about, if they are going to bring him up, it hasn't been critique of him as much as it's been critique on LeBron of like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Your son's not ready for this stage. So like, we're not trying to critique you. We're trying to give you some, you know, evaluation as yes, you know best, you're King James and your dad. However, your son is kind of struggling being in this setting. So maybe putting him somewhere where he could actually develop and have a long lasting career after you're gone would be something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as athletes, right? So it opened up a bigger conversation of Michaela and I being lifelong athletes. We've had to deal with evaluations, critique, judgments, constructive criticism, I'm sure throughout our longevity in athletics.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think almost every sport I've started, I was not the best when I started, which is normal. But there's been a lot of criticism over the years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same. And, to be fair, there's like, because there is not legit, but there's like, this is legit criticism. Then there's like, am I just getting constructive feedback and I'm taking it as criticism? Um, is this an evaluation to point out what I've been doing well? Give me some areas of not weakness, but areas of growth. And did I take it as criticism or did I take it to build upon it? And what's my relationship with being able to if it does fit into this box of constructive feedback and I'm taking it personal, what is that about me, or what is it about this person or coach or whoever that I'm taking it that way. What am
Mm-hmm.
I insecure about? How is it being delivered? All of that.
Yeah, I've had some crazy coaches that would like over criticize and just be like screaming at you. That's the worst.
No, I can't stand that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's what I think of.
Yeah. I don't think it's effective. Some people, some I wouldn't say like a large scale. Some people respond well to that kind of coaching. And
Mm-hmm.
there's like I just think there's a difference between motivation and just being an ass for
Oh
the sake
yeah.
of being an ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like tell me what I'm doing wrong, but as soon as you start screaming at me, like I don't care anymore. you know? Like I'll try, but like, hey, you lost me.
Yep, it's over. I'm done. I'm shut down. Now I'm not, yeah. Now I'm just trying for myself, let alone for you. Like I'm okay. You know? I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes like what?
I was gonna ask if you had any crazy coaches growing up.
Yeah, for sure. Right? I think like we've all had those pockets of like, why are you screaming at me? Or why are you screaming in general about this play that didn't run? Like, how about you talk through why this play didn't run the way that we thought it was going to run,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's crazy looking back and knowing like my high school coaches were the worst. Like they just didn't know what they were doing or they'd scream at children. And like me now being a high school coach, like I would never talk to kids like that. It's just wild to me.
And it's usually the one with the fragile ego, or they think they know what's best in every capacity, and or they're like, this is what worked on me, which I think is a false
Mm-hmm.
impression, and then they adopt that and put that on their athletes. It's not helpful. It doesn't go anywhere. You're not actually getting the results that you want to get out of your athlete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yelling's not gonna help anything.
No,
Even if you think it's helping, like it doesn't help.
it's not. Now, what, in my experience of coaching when I was, I think um I have the philosophy of constructive feedback, and I'm going to lean on your strength, but I'm not going to be necessarily a laissez-faire kind of in the background cheerleader, positive Polly type. Because at that point, if I never tell you or point out what is contributing to you maybe not getting to a certain space or a level or whatever, I'm not doing my job, as a coach and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I think there's a big difference with saying, your dribbling's trash and you can't cross up anybody versus like, hey, like I've noticed that there's this challenge here as it relates to your agility and paying attention or being present and moving forward with the ball, like you keep looking down or whatever. Here are some
Mm-hmm.
drills that we can try, or things that I want you to implement that might be able to help help that. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that athlete, like you said, like might take that if I said it the second way of like, hey, here's some agility things, let's try these drills out. They still might take that personal because they can't deal with, they're very insecure about that, which, I
Mm-hmm.
think in the past when I was younger, I struggled with that like sometimes.
Oh, me too. Yeah, yeah, it's stone hands, so like
You
dribbling.
got those gargoyle hands. You're not,
yeah,
no.
that was something I could not do well. Like my whole high school career, I could not dribble the ball well. That was rough. Yeah, and my coaches did give me agility drills, and they told me to jump rope and to do all sorts of things to help my coordination. But it just didn't develop till I was like 21.
Yep.
but I don't know.
I mean, hey,
That's like that.
it does, right? But there's also like, hey, coaches accountability. What are you doing to like help me hone
Mhm.
in on these skills? Like, what's happening?
Mhm. Yeah. But I don't know, it is hard coaching people that just don't get it either. Like that's kind
Oh, I know.
of
Put your hand right here. I said it. I said it 15 times. I moved your hand 10 times, and we're still doing step one. Now, at that point, I think it's over.
Mhm. Oh, that was funny. Last summer.
I think it's over at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I pinned Lauren the other day in mount. I just did. I think I had both my shins on her arms, and she was like, "I'm getting flashbacks."
Damn, that would be real. Yep.
Yeah, like that's hilarious because I think that happened to all of us getting sat on.
Asshole to chest. That's what it was. I told Danielle, like, I'll forever remember when I looked one day to see that happening to her. I just saw eye contact and asshole to chest, and you trying to explain. Oh man, that shit will never not be funny.
Yeah.
Damn. And just to give y'all the image, okay, if you're in full mount, yes, there's cheeks on chest if you want to go that technical, but you shouldn't have asshole on chest. So imagine that, and you'll get exactly what position you shouldn't be in when you're in mount.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to compare that to, but I think you said it spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, not normal mount.
Nope, it's not. It's not. Even if you were an S mount, I still don't think you have asshole to chest. Like you're still, it's still on cheek chest.
Yeah, yeah, butt cheek to ribs, not
right.
Oh, that's so funny. I want. Okay, our next sticker is gonna be that image.
Asshole to chest. Whoa.
But like
okay,
in gi.
I trust you. Yeah.
It's just hilarious. Like I want our listeners to know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so just imagine, right? If you're in full mount, you've got your legs extended towards their head. You're naturally going to be in a position because your legs have like their heads right there, so your legs are going to be a little spread, right? And so naturally doing that and having your legs spread out, it's naturally spreading butt cheek. So this is why asshole goes to chest, because you're in that position versus your cheeks kind of coming in clenching when you're in S mount.
This is so funny. If people that don't do jujitsu are listening to this, they're probably like, "What the hell?"
They are. Okay.
That makes sense someday.
It does. So don't be in that position, okay? And I get, for those, like Michaela was saying, for those that haven't done jujitsu, or maybe you're listening to us right now and you've been thinking about doing jujitsu and you're like, asshole to chest, like I'm not trying to sign up for that. If I wanted to do that, I'd be on a Saturday night. Look, we all got to get comfortable with everybody. At this point, we don't even think about these things literally at all. They're just, but when things like that happen, you think about those kinds of things.
Yeah, and this was a new girl who was doing this.
Yeah, this wasn't this was a veteran or somebody who's been at this for a while. Concerns. Because we should have already had multiple discussions about, like, how did this even start? Is there something wrong? Like, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But like full mount, probably like in her head, that's probably what full mount looked like, you know?
At that point, it shouldn't have. This wasn't first day, first week, first month. Okay, we're talking about couple months in. And there's no way in my now, I think 9 years now, maybe this month or coming up to 9 years, I've never seen,
Really?
never seen that. I'll give somebody that the first day, right? And if they have never seen that before,
Mm-hmm.
like the thing of it, like we had been in this position that day.
Mm-hmm.
You were just in that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet some things just don't click though. For some
That it
people,
wasn't. It
yeah.
wasn't. It was like it was one of those like chain popped off the bike. I don't even know if like there was ever a chain on the bike because it was just nothing caught. Nothing was catching. It was just just pedaling. Damn, that was a solid freestyle right there. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, just pedaling.
Yeah, it was like, right, it's just some things just don't catch on. I was like, well, maybe there wasn't a chain to catch on.
Mm-hmm. Probably not.
Sometimes it'd be like that. That would probably be me if you put me in like something with like math, like geometry, some shit like that. It's not catching. There's no chain to be had where I'm going. You can't put any kind of chain on this bike to where I'm going to catch it. These pedals are just going to be going. So I get it in another way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be funny to listen to like two math nerds talk about like us and comparative to asshole to chest. If two math nerds are like, look at what this girl's doing.
Fair game. Fair game. So I don't even know how we even got to asshole to chest. I don't even know where the segue.
Criticism.
Oh. Well, that's where we ended up. So don't be a dick, and also learn how to take constructive criticism or constructive feedback if it is not necessarily criticism, so you can get better out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah, I think I get better when Matt calls me trash. I think that's what gets me. That's the criticism.
Yeah.
I'm like, Matt.
Because it's also like, right, it's the relationship that you have. Because he's not really calling you trash, but kind of still. But there's like love there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's
right?
all right. He's not saying trash, but he's not wrong when he's like, you can't pass.
There's truth in it, but I can accept this truth from this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. It's like Nikki was talking shit on me a while ago, like a couple years, maybe a year ago. She was like, "You don't have guillotines." I was like, "Bet."
That's so funny.
Yeah, got him now. We got him now.
Oh, that's so funny.
Appreciate you, Nikki.
Yeah, always keeping it real.
Yeah. It's facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got good coaches at our gym. Like everybody's they deliver good criticism.
Mm-hmm. Because it's all about the improvement. It's never anything to put you down and keep you down.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like it's a fun put you down.
Yeah, to build you back up.
Like your passing sucks. Like, damn. Like I can take that. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're trash. Your passing is abysmal. I don't even know why you keep coming here.
Mm-hmm.
But even if those were the words, the energy doesn't align with that kind of heaviness.
No, there's
right?
never like no hate or no negativity.
No malice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna make Sensei proud. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pass your guard.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. My last matches, I was frustrated, like, oh, I can't pass. But I think I passed everyone. I'm like, God
I
damn,
know.
I don't know.
That was why I was like, what was she talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Matt just got to me.
It was like you stayed in somebody's guard for like what 40 seconds. He's like, you didn't pass at all, not the whole day. Like, damn,
That's all it took, and I was like, God damn, I can't
I
do
did it.
anything.
Damn.
That's all right. I
So
just focused really hard on passing for the past month, even though I was passing. So now my passing is just a little better.
it's fine now.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Criticism.
Criticism. It can be helpful, it can be motivating, and it can be, it can be not so great. So you just got to figure that out.
Was there an
Figure it out.
age that you took criticism worse?
Definitely my teenage years in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got better with it because it wasn't criticism, and it was not my first 2-year throwing coach he's a little wild out here for undergrad, but my coach that I had for a majority of my undergrad career, shout out Coach Ginter, he really did great in terms of really helping me build and telling me this is what you're doing, and he was like Matt too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like this fun banter because I like that too. Like I like fun banter. Like, wow, like Deja slow out the back of the ring. I'm like, all right, cool. But then it would be like followed up with, here, let's do these drills, or like, let's do this. And then it would be like, hey, I'm noticing this is looking better. Haha, you still can't do this. I guess we got to figure this out. But like that like really helped me like kind of get out of my own head. It made me more confident in being able to take feedback. And yeah, it's also like it looks different in other settings, right? We're talking about sports criticism and whatnot. That was a whole other situation when I had to be getting feedback and stuff for like doctoral papers and things like that. Because whew, tell you what, that stuff, man, you be feeling on top of the world, like, yeah, I killed that sentence, I killed that chapter, and then you get your feedback, and you're just like, do I know how to put together a sentence? Like, what?
Dang.
Yeah, that shit will make you feel real small.
No, I bet. I'd get roasted. That's why I'm an artist.
Yeah, but hey, that's almost like, I wouldn't say work because it's a form of expression. So essentially, it's the same thing. I mean, being critiqued or getting it right. I've heard like I got artist friends, right? I've heard that's just like a slit to the soul.
I know. Yeah. I hated critiques in college because they'd point out just the littlest thing where, like, hey, you can make this lighter, and so like it's too dark, but like that's just an opinion.
Exactly. Right. Like you would have, I didn't. So how about you talk about what I did according to my perspective?
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of critiques in college were just like the professor's perspective and what they wanted to see out of artwork, and it's like, we're different. Like, you like abstract, you like weird abstract stuff, and I like doing landscapes.
Get off me. You're right. 100% right.
Yeah. But if you're an amazing painter and you say like, I'm doing something wrong, like, I'll listen to you.
Yeah, like tell me the again technique of what, like, you could like tell me what you saw I was trying to do or what my attempts are doing, and being able to ask like, okay, I don't know anything about art, but something like, okay, I see you have these clouds here, and I could see where you were trying to go with it. If you wanted to bring that out or make it a little more realistic, maybe some more shading in these particular, shading just in general would have maybe helped bring, like, that's fair versus being like, this could have just been lighter.
Yeah.
Like, well, what are we talking about?
Yeah. And I had some professors that would be like, oh, this is beautiful. And they'd point out like a few lines, like something that would not make sense to me.
Like, what?
Like, that is what you like about that? Art's just
Mm-mm.
weird. It's weird because it's so different for everybody.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Well, embrace criticism, but know when to reject criticism that isn't needed or
Mm,
necessary in all aspects, and go from there. Because we all need evaluations, we all need the feedback. Can't just be happy and awesome and all your strengths all the time, because nobody improves that way.
mm-hmm.
So, all right. Segue. All right. Well, ending on the content in regard to still keeping it sports and competition related, going back to jujitsu. So from Josh Brown, BJJ, his or Josh Beam, sorry, Beam, BJJ. He had a video about the martial arts problem nobody talks about. So Michaela and I have hit on some of these points prior, and I thought it was really interesting and what like his perspective of talking about it. It basically was pointing out because he had the reason he said that he made that video and wanted to go in kind of like a deep dive into this stuff is because he was competing as a masters, I think 32 years old, and was just getting blasted by this 18-year-old. you know
Mm,
right, like these teens of like, yeah, I'm getting blasted by these adults and I'm a masters, and we like, yeah, we just have different capabilities. Like these kids nowadays, they're being exposed to techniques and stuff that we weren't exposed to at a certain age, like just getting started later or whatever. But more so what he kind of talks about with the differences in age um is like the exposure, but it goes more so into, yes, there's like natural um aging, right? There's natural deterioration, reaction speed, right? Those are all true. While he does say it's more about like the muscle memory aspect of it. So if like he used the experiment, he hadn't done it in a while, but as a kid he did gymnastics. So he used to walk, like it was just natural to walk on your hands,
mm-hmm.
handstand kind of thing. And so him trying to pick it back up now, it was easier for him to, like, obviously it was difficult trying to get back into it, but it was easier for him to do that versus somebody who was just trying that out for the first time at the same age with no kind of exposure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was like that for me in MMA because I used to do taekwondo when I was around 11 or 12 years old. And then I only did it for 2 years, but getting back into MMA, I was like, oh, I can kick. Like I
Yeah.
forgot I can kick. But that's from learning it, picking it up when I was a kid. It's wild, like
Mhm.
that carried over like years later, but and I forgot about it. I had no idea.
Yeah. Like your body, again, it's like your body is constantly, it's imprinted on like what you're doing. Like it it has that memory. It's downloaded. This is what we remember. Like there's people who are naturally athletic who write genetics and we have fast twitch, slow twitch or whatever. But if I didn't start doing certain things or having certain movements exposed to that as a young age, it's going to be kind of difficult. It's like me trying, if I never rode a bike when I was a kid. It's not saying that I couldn't learn how to ride a bike now, but it is going to be, I'm probably more likely able to pick up a more extreme version of biking versus just kind of taking it easy on a cruiser on the road if I'm just learning, versus somebody who's never ridden a bike and they want to start off, they want to do mountain biking and go trailing. I'm like, I probably still wouldn't be great at it comparatively to somebody who does that and just trains in it. But because I already have that experience and exposure of not just cruising and biking from a kid, it just, it those kinds of things are just easier for me to pick up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be tough trying to pick up bike riding when you're like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Never touched a bike before. I'd be scared. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yep, because exactly, because that little fear factor and stuff. Like now, it's kind of creeped in. Now you're thinking about it too much. So no, it's not just like riding a bike. This shit is weird science at that
Mm-hmm.
point. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
just be
falling.
exposed.
I was going to say falling sucks. Bike riding.
Yes. Oh my gosh, very much so. I've taken some, taken some heat on some bikes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, and he was also talking about like they were saying, like how like as kids we're just like natural, like yeah, it's your body's like your body comparatively to my body, you just have little to work with, and so it just looks different. But as kids, it's natural to tumble, it's natural to climb and things, right, given biology and capabilities and all that. But those are natural things to kids, and so as adults, we're not doing that as much, or certain things, or that active play. So then we, over time, just start to lose it also with the natural, like deterioration of just everything, like reaction time and muscle mass and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something I've noticed now that I'm a little older, as I sit around and just kind of chill a lot. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
that ain't good.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
And your body has different needs when you're a different age.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Like recovering takes longer, and you need time to chill. But I've also just noticed, like I used to do more when I was younger, and like I don't want to lose that. I don't want to sit and my body get all stiff on me because I'm not doing anything.
That part. So that was his next point of what your body is capable of makes a huge difference. So stretching consistently, we've talked about it. I still suck at doing that. Like consistently outside of jujitsu, or like outside of post workout, or pre, um, and training your body early on to keep that going.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're only going to be able to do what your body allows you to do. So it doesn't matter what kind of techniques you can learn. I can know all the ins and outs of it. Some shit is just not for me at this point in my body, right? Of training smarter. And it's also one of those things like it, because my range of motion be better, right? Because my flexibility be better for me to actually get to a certain position, or create certain angles, or get up to things. I can think about things, but does my body actually have the capability to move and execute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, getting older sucks.
Yeah, but you can work with it, right? Like you just got to do things differently, as Heidi was saying, our goat
Mm-hmm.
on the interview. You just got to switch it up and um, figure out how you can work in that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last point that he made was focusing on your learning style to actually retain the information that you get.
Yeah, that's a big one. I feel like I'm
Mm-hmm.
still learning what my learning style is.
Yeah. I mean, you're a person like me, like I can't just read something and then I got it. I
Mm-hmm.
can't just hear something and then I got it. There has to be some sort of engagement. So if I'm reading a book or I'm reading an article, for me to for it actually to retain and stick, I need to have a dialogue about it. I need to have a conversation about it. For me to hear something again, like I need to be doing it, walk through it as I'm hearing it for it to stick. And then just overall, right, of just if I'm doing something and drilling, it's going to stick with me more because it's the act of me
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I'm trying to learn like how I used to study in school for art history, because you would have to know like the title of a painting, the artist, and a bunch of things. So I would write the same thing like probably 50 times in a row to memorize stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that a little bit with jujitsu, like not that extreme, but just go over the same content multiple times until things
Mm-hmm.
stick, because it just takes time for things to stick to my brain. I pick up muscle memory, I think, better than I do pick up knowledge in my brain.
Yeah. Same. Same.
But I don't know. Like I think figuring that out does help a ton. It's just trying to figure out which one's best for you.
Mm-hmm. So investigate, be curious, after we go through a move, drilling, do Do I learn more? Do I need to go home and go? Maybe I have some notes. Maybe I need to write something down to kind of get it to stick. Maybe I actually need to visualize it, then watch a video of it. Maybe I need to drill it a few more times right after we get done with something or during a roll, or intentionally be thinking about how I can do it to kind of help. So figure out what that looks like for you, because that's a huge thing in progression in anything, but especially martial arts and everything around that. Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else on content that you can think of?
Nope.
All right, sweet.
Moving on.
All right. Yeah, we're moving on to our topic and our zen, ending this out. So, topic of the week. Know a lot of y'all been feeling it. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, and I'm like, I don't even know, but this is the best I got. So, balancing the anxiety of what you know versus what you think. Again, somewhat have talked about this before, but circling back around to this concept. So, when you're going into something with self doubt in what you're good at, and eliminating yourself from showing up, basically. So, like, for example, if I'm going into a competition, maybe I freaked myself out now because I've looked up people. If you're that type of person, I looked at their photo and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so much bigger than me, or they're going to outweigh me. They're stronger than me. Sometimes for a lot of people, what I think and like, yeah, what I know is yes, facts. This person is bigger than me. So now I'm going to self doubt my abilities, my game. It doesn't mean that you're guard or whatever, like one of your strengths are bad. It just might mean you might need to deviate or do something else to maybe give yourself the best shot to getting to that spot of your strength. And even if you get to your strength and you can implement it and it doesn't go your way, it doesn't mean that that's bad or you're bad, or but if I automatically check myself out of like, I can't do X, Y, and Z because this person is this, and that, well, now that's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling that because I might compete against, or I will compete against a black belt tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've been feeling that too, but I mean, I'm just going at it. I'm just going to do the best I can.
That's it, right? Whatever, like that's literally all you can do. It's like, I'm just going to do the best that I can. This is a fact. This person has this belt. This person has this experiences. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I was doubting myself a little bit at the beginning. I was like,
That's valid though, I mean, I mean, the scary, I'm going up against, a higher belt anyway, but just a black belt. That's like, whoa, what?
Yeah. But then again, it's kind of awesome. Like, what if I do all right against a black belt? That'd be cool.
Exactly.
Or if I get smashed, like, hey, it was against a black belt. I did the best I could.
Learning.
See. Yeah.
What'd your kids say to you?
What was it? You're either winning or you're learning. And
that part.
And that came from like a 8-year-old at kids class.
Exactly. Go out there and try. Basically, it's not like, just because you might have to be like, I might have to deviate a plan, doesn't mean I'm going to self-doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something coaching wrestling, like a lot of wrestlers are like, "Oh, I don't think I can do it." Like there's a lot of self-doubt going into wrestling, but we visited a team in Topeka that was all about positivity and being confident, and you could tell at state like those girls were doing awesome because they just had that confidence before walking out on the mats. Like they believed in themselves before even stepping out there. So, it's crazy how big of a difference that does make.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
That's
what I want us to be like next year for the high school wrestling. Like, hey, we're all going to be confident and feel strong next year. We'll work on it.
Exactly. That's all you can do is just build off of it, right? And so like this point here of like recognition of those fears, but finding the anchor of whatever
Mhm.
I can recognize, like it's there. Me not ignoring it doesn't mean it's not there, but I don't want to feed into it to blow it all the way up.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, you could go down a rabbit hole being like, "Ah, shit."
Yep. Nobody wants it's not healthy.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I'm not even going there.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it at all. So, yeah, anxiety is natural, right? And it will turn into dysregulated anxiety or instability, exacerbating that self doubt if you're operating on this is what I think versus what I know. So, understanding what does that look like for me? How does that show up in all areas? And me acknowledging a fact like this person's a black belt or this person is bigger than me. That's okay to acknowledge it, but I don't want to then have the feedback be negative towards me.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just tell myself like you can't get caught up in the what ifs because that leads you down the wrong road thinking about that.
that part.
Yeah, just got to
You're
go
right.
do the best you can.
Yep.
What ifs don't matter. I mean, cuz whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Yep. That's it. So, um, anything else on that before we zen our way?
Yeah, we can zen.
All right. Well, where are we at? Hit us with it.
I don't have my drum with me.
Dang, we're
I
gonna have to
know.
end. That's all right. Don't worry. We still got something for you.
All right.
But we'll transition into our Zen, the battle between thoughts and knowledge, right? So we just talked about it's not about what you think, right? It's about what you know and whatnot. So knowing my skills, my experience in prep, and then thoughts come in the form of right doubts, making assumptions, and fears. So the battle of that. These are so like an example would be like, okay, I'm in bottom side. I'm tired. I'm gassed, maybe. And then this person, as soon as they passed my guard, my half guard to get to that position, I immediately went to panic mode and was like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe.
All right.
I'm gonna die. This is terrible. I'm a tap. This is bad, bad, bad. Well, now that's what I'm thinking, right? So now I'm going into these thoughts versus like knowledge and like, okay, yeah, this person just passed. I am noticeably breathing hard and cardio, right? And I know that I have technique to at least try to work myself out of this position. I'm still going to be tired, but it's not going to put me into a full blown panic
Mhm.
because now I'm operating in that space of trusting in my technique. And even if it doesn't get me out of that, I don't want the thoughts to prohibit me from even trying.
Mhm. Yeah, do you think like that for real when you roll?
Sometimes I'm saying like there's a moment we joke about it, but it's like, for example, when like sensei, right? When he's feeling it or somebody big and you're
Mhm.
like tired and it's like your last ditch effort is like if they pass this guard right now and I don't get a deep breath in and I'm about to just be under this right now, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I can't let this happen.
Mhm.
So like yeah, I deal with that too or like you got one last effort to like bridge before somebody passes and then so you bridge and they pass you, you're just like, dang, this sucks.
Mhm.
So like, yes, I don't those aren't frequent thoughts for of mine. Like I'll have those of like, man, this sucks. Like I don't want to be in this position right now and we're going to try, but very rare do I have like legit, oh my gosh, red alert, red alert. I
Mhm. Yeah.
can't remember last time. Yeah, outside of like yeah, when I was like probably bone tired and then I just got passed by a big dude or something. I was like, man, this is really gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I'm not cardio tapping.
Yeah. Yeah, and you roll with everybody too. Like you roll with the big dudes at our gym.
Mm-hmm. I do. Choices made, and
Yeah,
so I'm like, we
brave.
gotta roll with the not all the big dudes or some. I'm like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been avoiding big people. So sorry, but
Hey, I get it, understandably so.
I've just been landed on like enough times to know like I bruise.
Yep,
I bruise bad and I'm not trying to deal with that right now.
not worth it. Nope. Protect yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've also noticed like I just don't think a whole lot when I roll. Like I don't
Yeah.
like my mind really is if I'm thinking I'm not moving well.
That's fair.
So I really just think of nothing and I move all right.
Hey, if that works,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my flow is when I'm not thinking about anything but moving well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, I think, but not if I start overthinking, that's the problem. But I
Mhm.
will like be thinking like slow down wise, like
Mm.
your leg's about to come this way, so I'm gonna make sure I block that over here.
Yeah. I guess
Or, oh, we're about to go this way. Yeah.
I feel that too, I guess, cuz I have been trying to work on slowing down in certain spots. But I have
Mm-hmm.
to stop and tell myself that and like have that thought like slow down
Yeah.
for it to
Well, because
happen.
then that slows you down, so then you can engage in the muscle memory, right, of putting yourself there or seeing something. So you're like, it's more. Even if I'm just going, I'm readily available to kind of my body's just naturally going to go in that direction.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you know what I didn't do?
What?
Oh, don't even worry about it, y'all. I didn't get our quote.
No. Dang.
Don't worry.
I was going to ask
I'm pull
if
some up.
do you know any off the top of your head?
Don't. I'm not that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Those people, I envy those people who literally can just pull. They can just pull one out. I'm like, and then give you like literally like verbatim, and then the person that said it, and I'm like,
Mhm.
not me.
Yeah, I can't do that either. I don't have that kind of memory.
No. But as I pull this up, for you, have you had those moments of where you've had those thoughts, like panic thoughts or whatever,
Mm,
red flag, red line thoughts?
I mean, I'm sure I do, but I mean, not really. Like I just work through stuff. You know, like I don't really panic or like freak out in the moment. I think I just
Yeah.
keep trying to move. Like being smashed doesn't freak me out. And I think it's kind of I don't know, like it's a positive that I got. Like I can get smashed and it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not favorable, but we're going to make it out of this.
like either the round's going to end or I'm going to figure my way out. Like it's not the end of the world, you know.
Hey, tap reset.
Yeah. And that too.
Tap reset. Um, let's see. Be giving me too much out here. And then you got to look at the like, and then you got to look at who gave the quote, right? I'm not
Mhm.
about to read a quote and be like, I don't like this person. um. All right. Okay. Maybe this is one. Maybe this will be a good one. You be the judge. This is. Here we go. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. Lao Tzu. Or Lao.
Nice.
Yeah, Lao Tzu.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 times. Okay. Indwelling. Live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. Lao Tzu.
Nice.
Solid.
Yeah.
Great.
Summarizes the pod.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we had no issues and we caught it or whatever there was going to be. So we will
Mm-hmm.
be able to get y'all episode 31 and a half. It'll be labeled episode 31 on all platforms. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Apple, Spotify, Podbean, Player FM, YouTube, whatever your choice of listen or
Everything.
watch, everything. Give us that like and subscribe and a follow and all of that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, anything else to add on to that, Michaela?
Nope. I'm good.
Not at all. All right. Same. Well, hopefully next week when we get back on here, we'll have great news following Michaela's competition this
Woo.
next weekend. You got this. You either win or learn,
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're
or
right.
win and learn both,
Yeah.
whichever one.
That'd be nice.
So good luck, all of that. Be out here, not between your knowledge and your thoughts, not what you think. It's about what you know. Find your grounding, all of that, and enlighten ones. We will see and talk to y'all next time. Again, this is Chokes in Consciousness. This is Deja.
This is Michaela.
Peace.
Peace.